legal battle between Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni is quickly becoming one of the most scandalous Hollywood stories. It began as a civil rights lawsuit that Blake filed against the producers of It Ends With Us, claiming that he was mishandled during filming, but has morphed into full-blown media war.
Blake Lively.
Well, actor Blake Lively has accused her It Ends With Us director and co-star Justin Baldoni of sexual harassment on the set of the movie and a subsequent effort to destroy her reputation.
From cease and desist letters to leaked behind-the-scenes footage and accusations of defamation, this drama has everyone asking, who's telling the truth?
Justin Baldoni has built his brand and is known for supporting women, believing women. So why in this case should people not believe Blake Lively?
I'm not asking anyone to not believe anyone. I am more than willing to take every single text message that exists out there.
Today, we are going down the rabbit hole of this hot issue. So what brought Blake to accuse Justin and his legal team of unethical behavior? So why is Justin fighting back with video evidence and a planned website to defend his reputation?
Just yesterday, Justin's lawyer released 10 minutes of raw footage from the film in an attempt to refute Blake's sexual harassment claims.
Justin Baldoni is launching a website to debunk Blake Lively's claim.
What about the people around them, such as Colleen Hoover, the author of the book, who's currently facing a backlash of her own? We'll stick around and break it down, looking at what happened, how people reacted, and the broader repercussions this feud could have, not just on their careers, but on the entire entertainment business.
There's a new lawsuit tonight in that bombshell Hollywood scandal. Justin Baldoni, director and co-star of the hit movie It Ends With Us, Blake Lively, accused him of sexual harassment and a smear campaign.
Blake Lively, if she was sexually harassed to such a degree in this film and in this situation, she wouldn't have returned to the film.
Do you plan to sue Blake Lively?
Absolutely.
You will?
Yes.
I literally was sent to the basement with all my friends and family for over an hour.
It all started when Blake Lively's legal team accused Justin Baldoni's lawyer and Brian Freeman of crossing ethical boundaries in the ongoing civil rights lawsuit regarding It Ends With Us. In her claims, Blake says she was subjected to unprofessional and retaliatory behavior for reporting misconduct on set. On December 20, 2024, Blake's legal team filed an administrative complaint with the California Civil Rights Department, setting out her concerns. The complaint said it alleged that the filming of It Ends With Us involved non-consensual behavior that made her emotionally distressed. In response, Blake's team argued that this was a deliberate act to sully her reputation in the media, and then Justin's team released uncut behind-the-scenes footage, which they say respond to these claims. When Blake's team began issuing 2 cease and desist letters to Brian Freeman, that's when Blake's legal action escalated. The letters accused him of retaliation, defamation, and unethical conduct, saying he actively tried to damage her case by issuing public statements and leaked footage. That tension was added to by Blake's team filing a petition with the court to impose a gag order on Justin's team, saying they had prejudiced the litigation process. That Blake should take such an aggressive legal approach, however, is surely a result of how personally and professionally damaging she finds the situation. But what's become widely known and sparked debates about accountability and credibility and ethical conduct in the entertainment industry is how it escalates. Justin Baldoni and his legal team are not so easily silenced. They are fighting back in a calculated attack on Justin's character. Their strategy? Transparency. Justin's team counters Blake's claims with uncut footage from the set of It Ends With Us. They say tells a completely different story. Justin's team say the footage shows professionalism and cooperation between the two on set. The footage allegedly shows how Blake's cast and crew talk during filming and go against his claims that non-consensual behavior were committed during film.
And I felt it there.
Yeah.
Oh, I see it now.
I think we should be talking.
Ryan,
It's
go to the
more
bar, Ryan. Go to the
romantic
bar.
if we're like dancing.
To back up its stance, Justin's team said it will launch a website that hosts communications and video evidence to counter Blake's version of events. But this hasn't gone without backlash. But Blake's team has accused Justin's lawyer, Brian Freeman, of unethical conduct by putting these materials out there. They insist this is a smear campaign meant to discredit Blake before the court and the public. They say these actions violate professional conduct rules and have asked a court to impose a gag order prohibiting Justin's legal team from speaking about the case. It is incredibly high stakes for Justin. Blake's allegations already have damaged his reputation and his career, he says, including job losses and financial setbacks. His team is trying to do two things by releasing the footage: refute the allegations and regain public trust. However, some critics worry that this aggressive defense will call attention away from Blake's concerns and undermine the notion that she is suffering from emotional distress. It's a broader struggle for control of the narrative, and it's a strikingly public way to fight back. His supporters praise his transparency, but his detractors say this move could backfire and make it harder for the public to see the case. Blake Lively also pushed back equally forcefully against Justin Baldoni's defense, accusing him of openly trying to damage her credibility. According to her, central to her argument is an allegation that the Justin team, led by lawyer Brian Freeman, is conducting what she calls a public smear campaign. Freeman's behavior violates professional conduct rules because such footage and public statements, which prejudice the case, are leaking, says Blake's legal team. The heart of Blake's complaint is a request for a gag order. Justin's legal strategy of releasing behind-the-scenes footage and planning to release further material on a dedicated website, his team argues, is a clear act of retaliation. It is unprofessional and harms the integrity of the process, her camp said. Blake wants to change the narrative, so to speak. As with any trial, she and her attorneys see it as a misuse of legal and media tactics by the other side. Blake's legal campaign involves more than the courtroom. She filed an administrative complaint with the California Civil Rights Department, CRD, on December 20, 2024, a signal she is serious about her claims. Her team has also sent multiple cease and desist letters to Justin's lawyer, accusing him of defamation and unethical behavior. But these letters make clear she believes Justin's behavior is not a legal defense at all, but a deliberate attempt to tarnish her on a personal and professional level. Blake's counterattack underscores a critical theme. That fight is more about the perception of the allegations than it is about the allegations themselves. After Blake Lively's public and legal accusations against Justin Baldoni, he has taken an aggressive and unorthodox response. Both deny all allegations and cast doubt on Blake's, in turn, claiming her allegations are part of an attempt to besmirch his reputation. Uncut behind-the-scenes footage from filming It Ends With Us is central to Justin's defense. Strategically leaked to the media, the footage shows moments from the scenes Blake alleged in her allegations. Justin's camp told us these clips indicate a collaborative and professional set, where the actors are seen to be working together with each other and seeming to choreograph together and talk. Direct evidence is presented of video, which conflicts with Blake's assertion of sexual and coercive actions made during the shoot. Justin's legal team claims that the release of this footage was essential to defending his name in the court of public opinion. Blake's accusations had already done a number on his reputation, but the defense didn't stop there. In announcing plans to launch a website to host communications, more videos, and other materials, Justin's team said they plan to further discredit Blake's narrative. Blake's team has sought a gag order, which Justin's side has argued would only further silence him, while Blake's allegations continue to eat away at his career. His lawyers argue that he has already lost jobs, lost money, and faced public scorn from what they say are trumped-up charges. That tactic has won Justin supporters who believe he is being unfairly targeted, but can also raise ethical questions. Is all this public battle for reputation risk eclipsing the real legal process? The Blake Lively versus Justin Baldoni drama continues to play out, and the public's reaction has been a study in allegiances, both sides with growing numbers of supporters and detractors. Both actors were affected by the release of behind-the-scenes footage and ensuing legal battle, not just public perception of both of them, but debate that went beyond entertainment per se. Many fans have backed his camp in the leaked footage, with some taking to social media to say the visual evidence calls into question Blake's version of events. The Justin's response is justified, and part of unfair smear campaign, says this group, since his response is portraying him as a victim of an unfair smear campaign and as a man trying to clear his name. For them, his legal team's transparency is cunning to bring clarity to a murky situation, they say, in a cloud of what they see as overblown claims from Blake. But critics have harshly criticized Blake for her allegations, accusing her of falsely or over-exaggerating them. A lot of online commenters who have followed this story closely have sided with Justin, and some have even accused Blake of gaslighting, a term used to describe manipulative behavior to discredit someone else's reality. And these critics say that Blake's actions are not only going to harm future allegations in the entertainment industry, but they could also hurt Justin's career. The controversy has even more of a personal aspect, however. At first, Colleen Hoover voiced her support for Blake, but then she was forced to deactivate her Instagram account because fans took her for granted. It shows just how volatile public opinion can be after such disputes, the author noted, in deciding to step back from social media. The Blake Lively versus Justin Baldoni legal battle has brought to light some very important questions about how legal strategies, media control, and ethical play within the entertainment business. And as both sides roll out private communications and footage, the case is starting to look like more than a personal disagreement. It's starting to feel like a platform for a larger discussion of how public figures use both legal and PR strategies to manage their image. Blake's team says Justin's lawyer, Brian Freeman, violated professional conduct rules by leaking uncut footage and making public comments that seem to aim to tarnish Blake's credibility. The actions prejudice the ongoing litigation and also tarnish the reputations of those involved in the case, they argue. And many in the legal and entertainment communities have raised red flags over the situation, asking whether such public displays are ethical or if they are simply overstepping in the war for public opinion. Justin's legal team meanwhile defends their actions, saying the leaks are in response to the damage Blake's allegations have allegedly caused to his reputation. Today, privacy, public relations, and legal strategy are increasingly blurred lines in this digital age. The pressure to defend one's reputation, and in many cases, reputation in the court of public opinion, has caused many celebrities to take an aggressive approach to the media. It also generates important questions about the Me Too movement and its possible fallout. Worried critics fear false or exaggerated claims could undo the steps taken to address harassment and abuse in Hollywood. Unfortunately, it is impossible to say how this case will play out, but Blake and Justin's consequences could have long reach into how future disputes in the industry are handled. With Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni's legal drama still spooling out, the ramifications of the fallout are immense for the people concerned, but also for the wider discussion about honesty, perception, and the influence of social media in the way we tell and hear stories. Whatever direction this case takes, it will be a long time before we see the effects for this case will not be done in a day. How do you feel about this ongoing war? And stay tuned for more on this and other trending stories. Don't forget to like and subscribe.